Good day, happy travelers. Seven Continents Travel Agency here today, talking about shore excursions in New Zealand, Picton, New Zealand to be exact. So if you're watching this, you're one of two people. One, you're booked on this cruise, or you're number two, thinking about booking this cruise, and you want to see what the shore excursions are. So the purpose of this video is to do exactly that. We will cover the price, the departure time, the duration, as well as any noted height, weight, or age limitations, as well as address any noted concerns regarding those in your party who may have mobility issues. So with that, here's some of the excursions that are available right off the top. You'll notice that there's 5% off, nothing percent off, 10% off. And as we scroll down here, you might see something that says along the lines of 4 spots left. This cruise leaves in about a month and a half for us. So, unlike if you're Caribbean cruise by nature, you book like right before you get on the boat, or maybe even on the boat, as you've seen in the previous videos where some things are sold out. You may not want to be leisurely unless you're okay with missing. You're like, hey, it wasn't meant to be. But if you're like, hey, that's a bucket list item, that's important to me, then I would encourage you to catch it. So let's start off strong with a train excursion. Now that looks pretty cool. Doesn't look environmentally friendly, but it does look pretty cool. 300, although it is steam, right? It doesn't get much more environmentally friendly than steam. $311 per guest, 5 hours long, leaves at 1 p.m. And you are going to get on the train, and you're going to see everything that is here, that is noted here. So feel free to pause, read that at your leisure. The highlights, again, one of the top 10 train journeys in this particular region. So I think that's noteworthy. Here's some other notes and concerns. There is a snack box for sale on board. Alcohol is available, and it doesn't make any mention about mobility concerns. So that's nice. So there you go. So start your trip off strong with a train. How about a Pearl Farm tour? $329 per guest, 4 hours long, leaves at 3 p.m. And you are going to go off and on your way to the Sound and go to a Pearl Farm. You'll see all those items listed in the overview. You're going to enjoy some light refreshments. You see where the pearls are produced. Several steps are required to get on the boat. If you suffer from seasickness, they say don't get it. So whatever you're using on the cruise ship to endure, bring it there. If you have limited mobility, this is not recommended for you. How about a Queen Charlotte cruise? Hop off your cruise ship to the Queen Charlotte cruise, $79 per adult, $64 for kids. 2 departure times, 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. for 2 hours long, and you are going to get on a cruise and see the items listed there. And these are the highlights of the words above. Make sure to leverage that pause button to read in greater detail. There's 2 bathrooms on the boat, and additional, just in case it's rainy, bring additional clothes. Got to be able to climb the stairs, and if there's animals, they are unpredictable. Always worth noting. How about Marble Panorama? $144 per guest, 3 hours, 1:30 p.m. is the departure time, and you're going to enjoy the coastlines, the countrysides, and get a narrated tour of Picton. Drive through these items here. You're going to be able to browse some shops and get some pictures of the colorful gardens. Regarding mobility concerns, there are none noted, so that is nice. How about the wineries of Marlborough? $189 per guest, 4.5 hours long, leaves at 1:30. Minimum age is 18, and you're going to be going to a winery. And the region has 100 of them, and you'll be able to sample some internationally acclaimed wines. Limited walking over flat surfaces, and yeah, so that's all that's noted from a mobility standpoint. 4 spots left on the scenic cruise and Queen Charlotte track hike. $159 per guest. You'll see the cruise leaves at 2:30 p.m., 3 hours long. You'll see what's listed here. And you'll see some items listed down here. Pause to read more. There's some steep, rough, and muddy terrain And if you have limited ability to walk, it is not recommended. But it looks nice. How about the Fox Museum? $64 per guest, 1.5 hours long, 2 departure times, 2 p.m., 3:30 p.m., and you will go to the 9th oldest ship. There you go. So if you like a little bit of boat history, this is for you. Pause to read those details. Regarding mobility, walk 600 yards. Don't select this if you're in a wheelchair. It is not wheelchair accessible. All right. How about a mussel cruise? Green shell mussel. $226 per guest. There's the green shell mussels right there. It's served like a bouquet of flowers for you. 3.5 hours long. Leaves at 1:30, and you will see the sights as you get on a catamaran, and they'll take you around the sound as you enjoy green shell mussels. Tours not recommended for those in wheelchairs, and if you have shellfish allergies, you may not want this excursion. How about a wildlife and underwater observatory? $159 per guest, $89 per kid, 3.5 hours long. Leaves at 2 p.m., and you will discover a stunning world above and below the water surface. See the highlights listed there. Pause to read those. Tours not recommended for those with wheelchairs. And you got to sign a waiver to participate. You gotta respect the waiver. All right, so if you are going to New Zealand, these are your excursions that are available here. Hope you saw something you want to do, and until the next time, I hope you travel safely.